Hi, I'm Anna, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you tips and what to wear to your first pole class. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I post videos surrounding all things pole dancing, health and mindset. If you love the content, consider subscribing. Let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to talk about is what to avoid and what to do in preparation for your first pole class. Okay, so the one thing you want to avoid, and this is the biggest mistake that a lot of people make when going to your first pole class, is having a shower before class. You want to avoid having a shower. I know you feel dirty and you've come back from a long day at work or whatever it is, but avoid having that shower, because what it does, it removes the clamminess from your skin, you're not sticky anymore, and you'll just slide off the pole. And another thing you want to avoid too is moisturizer. We want no moisturizer whatsoever or any kind of creams, because what it does, it creates a greasiness in top of your skin and the oiliness, and you're going to come straight off the pole. So you want to avoid those two things. And another thing you want to avoid is jewelry. So no dangly earrings, no long necklaces, no bling, no rings, no, what else you wear? Whatever it is, anklets. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to scratch yourself and you're going to scratch those beautiful poles that they have in those studios. And lastly, it's your hair. I've got really long hair and it's always in the way. So the best thing to do, especially for your first pole class, is to have it tied back, tied up, or in a bun. It makes it a lot easier, and it's not getting in the way. Once you progress a little bit higher, you want to do those little head rolls and hair flicks and things like that. Yep, by all means leave your hair out, but for your first class, just make sure that you have it tied back, neat, and it's not in your way. Okay, so the second tip for what I'm going to talk about today is what to actually bring to your first pole class. So before I go and show you all these little things, I just want to remind you that you don't have to invest in everything just now, because this is literally just your first class. If you fall in love with pole like I did, then you can invest in the little tips that I'll give you after on what to bring. So right now I just want to talk about water. Make sure you have a bottle of water. Make sure you have a towel, because it can get pretty sweaty in there. It is like a workout, so yeah, bring a towel. And thirdly, I want to talk about shaving gel. And you can use shaving foam, shaving gel. It's my assistant is passing this shaving gel over. So I just use this. You can use anything from home brand to whatever it is. It could be foam, it could be gel. How I use this, okay, just quickly, is I actually put a little bit on the back of my hand. Okay, just a little bit. You don't want to put it in your hand, because you want to use your hands for a different type of grip. So do that, rub it together, and then put it, you probably can't see me now, but I can probably show you. Just rub it all around your legs. Make sure there's no white bits left over, but just literally rub it anywhere where you find you're going to need grip on the pole. And in the beginning, in your first class, it's usually your legs, your knees, and behind your knees and your feet. So that really helps. You can use that if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, if you have this lying around at home, you can totally bring it to class. And another thing, when I was talking about progressing further into your pole journey, is things like dry hands. This stuff is amazing. Sorry, you can't really see it properly because I've got stickers all over mine, because sometimes I lose it in class. This is actually really good for your hands if you're sweaty, clammy, or anything like that. And even if you're not, it just helps you grip to the pole much easier. So I'll list these things below in the comments as well. Knee pads. Now these are super important if you decide to progress further, like I said, because you'll be on your knees, rolling around the floor, and yeah, you don't want your knees to be bruised and battered after your pole dancing classes. So those are just some of the things that you can think about getting later on. But yeah, just make sure you have water, a towel, and just maybe some shaving gel or shaving foam if you want. But that's about it for step 2. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, okay, what is the next thing I want to talk about? Oh my god, what to wear. So the next thing I want to talk about is what to wear. So this is the fun part, okay? So I know you kind of see girls all over the internet and all those kind of things in their underwear, bra and G-string. Okay, so you don't have to wear that, especially to your first pole class. Early on in your pole journey, you can totally get away with just like gym shorts or running shorts, or even like just yoga tights, things like this. Okay, so but if you aren't comfortable with wearing anything short, you can wear leggings if you like. Just make sure that your leggings are able to be rolled up past your knees, because with your first class, A lot of them are going to be teaching you gripping with your legs, so you'll be gripping with your knees, your shins, your feet as well. So yeah, just if you want to wear leggings, that's fine, just roll them up during class. Okay, let's cover your upper body. So you can get away with just wearing a singlet or even like a fitted t-shirt, that's fine as well. You want to keep it quite slim fitted. It doesn't have to be completely tight, but just avoid loose and baggy clothes because it just makes it hard to maneuver around the pole and do certain things. So just avoid wearing loose and baggy, but anything really is fine. And when you actually progress further in your pole journey, so when the moves get a little bit harder, you will require a lot more skin exposed in order to grip to the pole. So certain areas of the body, for example, you're going to need to be gripping along your side here, which is your waist, which we call a shelf. You'll even be gripping under your armpits, your biceps, and they'll also be gripping in between your inner thighs, your butt even. So when that time comes, you'll actually know, and you'll wear things accordingly. But for now, your first pole class, it's totally okay just to wear gym wear, shorts, and everything that I've mentioned before. Lastly, I want to talk about what you want to wear on your feet. So you literally have to wear nothing. Barefoot is the way to go, and I personally still to this very day love dancing barefoot. And that's it, guys. So that's all you need to know before your first pole class. Lastly, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, be sure to subscribe, and I'd love to know what your first pole dancing class was like in the comments below. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.